What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. David Morrell versus Kalvin Henderson, the post-fight recap. What did we think of this one? I think we knew that David Morrell was going to beat Kalvin Henderson, but first and foremost, Kalvin Henderson is tough. Showed hard, showed a lot of grit, right? He had some good counter shots, right? And he was able to back off David Morrell just for a little bit. I was really impressed with David Morrell. He made a great adjustment after the first round. When the fight started, he came out swinging. He came out applying the pressure early. I'm surprised he didn't gas himself out after the first round, but he showed great combinations as he put together, right? He came with a plan. But when that plan didn't go exactly according to how he thought it was going to be, the way how the fight started, he seemed like he was going to get Kalvin Henderson out in the first round. To me, that's what the fight plan seemed like. But David Morrell, I think he realized that Kalvin Henderson was much tougher than what he thought. Going into the second round, I saw him make adjustments. I saw him start to apply the jab. I started him use more feints. I started to see him grow a little bit inside that ring as a fighter, as someone who, when you hear the outside people saying, oh, he's a knockout artist, he's going to knock everybody out, you start to think that is your identity. But David Morrell said, no, I have more tools, I have more skills inside of the bag. I'm going to show you a little bit different. And man, did he ever. I saw good combinations. I saw the jab. I saw good movements. I even saw a little bit of showmanship and confidence inside the ring. David Morrell is a problem. He grew in this fight. He evolved in this fight. And it doesn't always look like it from the big standpoint of things, but when you watch the science and the art of boxing, you see a lot of adjustments that he made in that fight, which goes to show, man, he's still learning and he has more in the tank, but he's a very smart fighter. He's not just a brutalic fighter who can knock you out. No, he can box. And we saw that this fight. I was very impressed with what he did inside that ring and those adjustments that he made. It was very subtle, but it's the subtle differences and adjustments in the ring that makes a great fighter. Now, what is next for David Morrell? A lot of people are talking about David Benavidez and he should be in the ring with him next. I don't want that for David Morrell. Kalvin Henderson is a good fighter, but he's no David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a different fight right now for David Morrell in his stage. I don't want to see that fight just yet, but a fight that I would like to see because, look, he's fought under less than 10 professional fights, but you can see David Morrell is a lot more mature than what his ranking says. You can see that David Morrell is a lot more mature than what his record says. So I would like to see them continue to raise the opposition, give him a challenge, give him different looks, but don't put him in the ring against David Benavidez just yet. I would love to see him against other top 10 fighters, maybe a David Lemieux, maybe a John Ryder, maybe a Lerone Richards, someone inside that top 10 where he can continue to grow and to develop into that David Benavidez and David Morrell fight down the road. But for now, he's still developing, but man, he's got a great amount of potential and he's going in the right direction. Who would you like to see David Morrell fight next? What were your thoughts on this fight? Let me know in the comments section below. And before you go, if you've been watching this long, then definitely subscribe to the channel and we'll see you next time.